because of this flare fold here, the next fold in will increase the angle of the sweep of the wing, and we're going for a very steep sweep on this. I've just found that this is the one that flies the best, especially in gusty wind. I'm going to work this a little to round it out, to get the curve in the paper. The small amount of glue from the glue stick really helps with this and makes this arch piece, which is basically a structural piece underneath the foil, it makes it just more rigid and just generally stronger. So that's why I use the glue stick instead of a little bit of tape. But a little bit of tape is fine. You don't have to use the glue stick. Alright, we got a good matchup on the wings there. Alright, and I've just kind of learned to eyeball the trailing edge here. Again, you know, just the trailing edge, the shape of the wing back here. It's just something that's fun to play around with. So just, you know, go ahead and try different cuts back here. This is just what I've boiled mine down to. So just I'll show you what I did. I'm going to cut the bottom corner off. I'm going to start what is eventually going to be a horizontal stabilizer. Alright, so that's what we ended up with. The vertical stabilizer cardboard tail section is going to fit right in here. So we'll get to that right now. Alright, so let's work the curve into this other side here. You want to mark this line. So when I bend up this foil, I can compare it over here and try to do the exact same bend on this side. So that's one side. So now I'm going to try to match that as best I can over here. So that's why we drew these lines, to try and eyeball it as close as possible. Okay, so that's the other side. And to check, you just fold them together and compare them. And if this one is about the same as that one, you're doing good. Ah, alright, those came out pretty even. Not bad. Okay. These pre-cut leading edge pieces. Go back to the oldest video on my channel for an explanation of all of this stuff. Alright, should look something like that once it's cut. I'm going to kind of work the little roundness into it a little bit without creasing it. It's matching up close enough. We can fine tune it once we get it in place. And fit this into the under the other wing at the center. Alright, so we're going to fit this side underneath this side. And hopefully we'll get a good connection. Okay? Alright? Does that look weird? Anyway. Alright. It always takes a little scissor work there at the front to get these to go together, but once you get the hang of it, you get a really clean seam. Take your time applying your tape. Try to keep it as wrinkle free as possible. You don't want to add any more variables into your aerodynamics than are necessary, right? Okay, so that's how that seam went together. Looks pretty good. Actually, got kind of lucky on that one. It went together really good. So yeah, we'll keep going here. You can see the glider's taking shape now. And in case you're wondering, I have experimented with extending these leading edge pieces all the way out to the end of the wing, and it's had nothing but bad luck. So I used these shorter pieces, and in my oldest video I show you how I cut these out. And yeah, just covering this section of the wing in combination with what's going on in here, the wing works really well. And as soon as I can get lucky on a good video, plane that doesn't fly too far away so you can actually see what it's doing. Yeah, these things are insane. They're flying around in these thermals and these updrafts around these buildings. These things, I mean, I've many flights the thing has flown away before I saw it hit the ground. Flown away and out of sight. Again, take your time laying the tape in. Sometimes it gets kinked up and you got to kind of gently peel it back and reapply it again so everything's nice and smooth. That's a little heart-shaped piece that seals up that seam there. The masking tape folds into that curved, irregular surface a lot better than the Scotch tape does. So that's why I use that piece of masking tape there. We're going to put one more piece of masking tape on to connect the nose and cover up this last little part of the seam there. I'm just going to make a little, I don't know, I guess capsule shaped piece of tape here. And I gotta get all these other little annoying pieces of tape off of me because it's annoying. Ugh. Anyway, let's see if you can see that. Just a little capsule shaped piece of tape. A little off-center, but it doesn't matter. Just sealed up from the tape on the nose back. So this whole seam is all covered up now. Alright, so that's it. The leading edge of the wing is finished. We're just going to put the cardboard tailpiece on, and then we'll do the final shaping, and that's it. This is the cardboard tailpiece. Get some thin cardboard, fold it in half, and start cutting fins out of it, and you'll figure it out. I gotta move this back far enough so I can drop the fins down below. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Alright, so this is what my glider models have evolved to so far. If you want to have a look at some of the older wings and some of the other tail sections, just go check the gallery in Google Plus. There's a bunch of photographs in there. Anyway, so that's it. I like to have these fins below the glider because it tends to stabilize it and keep it, the wings level. Works really well. And I fold these guys up just a little bit, and just to keep the nose up. So that's it. Build some gliders. Chuck them out the window.